we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs, how you can overcome them, and why you need to stop letting them ruin your life. I'm Christina, a social psychologist, and I'm here to help you understand how you can learn to lead yourself so that you can lead others better. Now, all of us have a natural tendency to categorize ourselves, categorize different things about ourselves, and put different bits and pieces of our life into boxes. That might look like a version of you at work, a version of you with your friends, a version of you with your family, a version of you, insert the blank here. All of us have a natural tendency to do this. And so what ends up happening is we compartmentalize our life, our traits, and our attributes. And within each of these boxes, we have different limiting beliefs that come up, different beliefs that we have that don't help you. Now, why is this important? Because none of us live in a box. Despite having a natural tendency to box different parts of our lives, we are holistic beings. We are people who see us holistically with minor expressions of us in each context. Now, this is important to understand because when you are having these different beliefs, different ideas, different interpretations of your life and your circumstances that hold you back, they stop you on the holistic level as well. So that might look like letting your age, your gender, your experience, different adjectives you would use to describe yourself, like being shy, being introverted, insert the blank here. We all have different things that we believe about ourselves that hold us back. And so in reality, despite what you may think, any single aspect of yourself that you take has only one of two perspectives. You can either accept it and use it to your advantage, integrate it into your personality, into your lifestyle, into your way of being, into a way to support you. Or option two, you can let it hinder you. You can let it block you. You can let it stop you from doing things prematurely. Let me give you an example. Based on my appearance, you have different expectations, different judgments, different beliefs about me, my ability, and my expertise. Based on my appearance, I have different beliefs about myself too. And so, because we only have one of two options, I can either accept it, accept my own perspective, accept the perspective that others might have, and use it to my advantage, shock people with my experience, shock people with my expertise, use it to my advantage across all the different boxes that I have. Or option two, I can let it hinder me. I can prematurely stop myself from talking to other experts because of fear that they will doubt me and my credibility. I can let it stop me from sharing my expertise and sharing my advice because of fear of what other people will say or think or do. There's only two perspectives. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't change. That's not to say that the things that you're doing that you think are limiting you, that you know are limiting you, that's not to say you shouldn't work on changing them if you want to. That's to say that many people use this as an excuse to stop themselves from even trying to change in the first place. And that limits you from even trying to do the things that you can do. A lot of these limitations, these limiting beliefs that people lovingly love to call them, they're self-imposed. And the best way to truly understand that is to take these things that you think about yourself, to take the traits and the adjectives and the personality traits that you think are holding you back and that you see as a personal weakness, and go out there and look specifically for examples of people with those same traits that are doing incredible things. Start with YouTube. Look intentionally for examples of people who are shy, of people who lack motivation, of people who are unproductive, of people who insert the blank that you feel about yourself. And look at how they're using it to their advantage. Look at how they're still doing the things that you would like to do and not letting it stop them. Take that as inspiration and take that as motivation, because you too, you can do the things. whatever one of two perspectives you're taking. If you're in the camp where you are looking at yourself, looking at those adjectives, looking at those traits, and thinking that it's stopping you, while you are in the process of changing, while you are in the process of improving, figure out how you can integrate that, how you can accept that part of yourself to start using it to your advantage. Because if you're not going to change it, if it's going to take a while to change, you don't want your results to be delayed 10 years in the future. I will do the thing when I will be perceived as this type of person. When? That when will not happen on its own. It might in rare occasions, but it will take a very long time. And do you want to spend the next 15, 20 years of your life waiting for something that you think is outside of your control? Or do you want to do the thing that you know that you need to do about the thing that you don't like, but that you need to do anyway? Do the damn thing. Change the things that you don't like. And stop not liking them. If you're not going to change anyway, then you might as well radically accept it about yourself. If you think that you're lazy, if you judge yourself for being unproductive, but you're not going to go and do anything to change your productivity, then what is the judgment and the shame and the guilt and the anger really going to get you? Nothing productive, nothing good, nothing that you should be doing with your life. So take a radical assessment of yourself. Think about the ways that you would describe yourself. Matter of fact, use 20 different adjectives to describe yourself. This is an exercise that's surprisingly hard for people. When I work with clients and I ask them to do this, most people stop after like 5 or 6 adjectives. So see how many you can come up with. Aim for at least 10. Try to go for 20. How would you describe yourself? Out of those adjectives, how many of those adjectives feel positive, feel supportive, feel like positive qualities about you? And how many of those adjectives feel like they're holding you back? Like they're stopping you from living the life of your dreams. Like they're stopping you from pursuing the things that you know you want to pursue. Take that category of adjectives that's more on the negative side and have a radical moment of self-reflection. What are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? And is it actually as negative as you think it is? This is when you go and you look for examples of people who are doing the things that you want to do with these qualities. If you think you're too young, if you think you're too unexperienced, are there people doing the things that you want to do with maybe even less experience than you? Maybe the same amount. Maybe they're younger. Maybe insert the blank here. We are living in unprecedented times. Whatever you want to think of, pretty much someone is already doing it. And that's beautiful because that is the perfect catalyst for your change and transformation. We are all predisposed. Naturally, our psychology looks for the things to confirm what we already believe. So if you want to believe that this is bad, you are going to look for evidence to show you that this is bad. But as soon as you broaden your horizon and you change your perspective and you look for evidence of it being good, you will find that evidence. It might take a little bit of time, a little bit of resistance might come up, but you will find it. Use that. Use that to your advantage. If you are not going to change, then at least accept it and stop letting the guilt and the shame and the anger and the resentment build up and hold you back even more. Okay? You are capable of doing great things. You're capable of changing. You are capable of being the type of person that you want to be. But it all starts with understanding what you actually think about yourself, what you actually believe about yourself, and what you believe is possible for you. So take that radical self-assessment, list out those adjectives, be brutally honest. What do you think is positive? What do you think is negative? What are you willing to change? What are you willing to not change that you just need to accept right then and there? And then how can you put it into practice to use it to your advantage? You are in full control of your life when you choose to be. You've got this. Comment down below. Let me know what your biggest breakthrough was. And what's the adjective that you would use to describe yourself that is your favorite way to describe yourself? Let's be positive. Let's end on a good note. Comment down below with what your favorite adjective is. Okay? You've got this. See you in the next episode.